friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be putting together Project Life Week 7 for 2021. For this week's spread, I am using the Friends Forever kit from Feed Your Craft, which was designed by Emma Make, and I have my journaling already prepared on my journaling cards, which I will link a video in the description box below that shows you guys how I add that text onto my cards, to the physical cards, in case you want to check that out. So basically all I've got to do today is to go ahead and get everything embellished, add a little bit of stamping on here, and we'll really kind of take it from there. So I am going to put you guys on fast forward while I get everything assembled here, and then we will slow back down to close out once we have it finished up. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so to get started on our spread for today, the first thing I'm going to do is take both of these 6x4 journaling cards and cut them in half so that they become 3x4 journaling cards. And the second half of them I will set aside and add into my stash of cards to pull from at a later date and time. But for now, I just wanted those to both be in those 3x4 spots. I like the way that they help to balance this page and add a little bit of pattern and color onto the cards. The next thing I wanted to do was take two of the journaling cards that had sentiments in them. So one of them said, "Laugh so hard, I might have peed a little." I cut off the "I might have peed a little" just because it wasn't in the same block that the "Laugh so hard" was. I thought it would look a little strange if I had like a white strip underneath with text. So I just decided to just go ahead and cut that off and then use the "laughed so hard" portion as a piece of ephemera that I could add onto one of my photos. I also took this card that had, I'm trying to remember if it said something like, we could use some coffee or a chat or something like that. It just was alluding to meeting up for something. And I thought I wanted to punch it into a circle and add it to the photo with me in a coffee mug, and then check off the, we need a coffee or whatever that was, and leave it there. But I actually didn't like the scale of it. I felt like it took up too much space on my photo. So I am going to just set that to the side and, it'll be what it's going to be. So then I went through the rest of the leftover ephemera bits I have from the Forever Friends collection, and I ultimately decided that I liked the look of these tag shapes and the colors of them. So one is the light pink, which kind of mirrors the light pink of my title card, and then the other one is a navy, which mirrors the navy in the floral card. So it just kind of brings those colors around the entire spread. And then I also selected the two banner type shapes that say "Here and Now" in navy, and then the one that's got the red that says "This Moment." So again, it's just bringing those colors to different places on this spread. However, the title pieces that were a brighter pink color with a lighter pink color, I felt like those clashed a little bit with the photos and the cards that I had selected. So those I am putting away in a little cup that I have of leftover ephemera bits and pieces for me to use at some other point in time when it suits my fancy. But for now, those are pieces I'm just not going to be able to use up from this kit this month. And that's okay. That is okay with me. So the next thing I did was I grabbed over my, I want to call it a crocodile. It is a crocodile. The other one's a power punch. So I grabbed my crocodile and added a little hole punch. It has a really tiny hole punch on it on one side and then a bigger one on the opposite side. And the tiny one fit pretty perfectly inside of those tag shapes. So I punched a hole into those, and then I'm adding some twine through the hole on there. I wanted there to be a little bit of extra texture on here. I wanted it to look almost like those tags were tied onto the different cards. And I like the way that it looks when you have the twine put in them. So I tied those both into a bow, and then later I will go ahead and adhere them down onto the cards. Next, I am taking out the stamp set. Now, this is not the one that came in the Forever Friends collection. This is one that's about family. I think it's called Family Time. I'll make sure to put it in that description box down below for you guys. But it is essentially got lots of different sentiments about hanging out as a family. which is what we do all the time. So it's pretty perfect for us. So I'm going to take 3 of the different sentiments that lend themselves very well to becoming ephemera pieces. So I have this heart that says very happy, and I stamped it first in my Distress Oxide candy, I think it's Candy Apple Red. I've never stamped with that ink before. I've only ink blended, and it's interesting the texture difference between the oxide and the Distress ink. So the one right next to it is the same color, but in the Distress ink instead of the Distress oxide. The oxides have a little bit more, I want to say almost a little bit more of a chalky feel to them than the inks do. The inks are, they almost look a little more distressed than the oxide, I would say. So it was just interesting. So then I grabbed the circle one that said super fun inside of it, and I stamped that in 2 different greens with my Distress inks. One is Mowed Lawn and the other one is, I don't remember what the other one is called, but it was a little bit too teal for me. I liked the Mowed Lawn one the best. I felt like that was the most similar to the colors in this kit. And then the last one I had said Family Photo. It's that banner shape again. And that one I stamped in 2 separate pink colors. So one was the Picked Raspberries from the Distress ink line, which to me was that bright pink that just clashed. So that was an instant no. And then I grabbed out one of my scrapbook.com hybrid inks, which was a Pink Flamingo, I think. And that one was a better match to the colors in my spread here. So while I am finishing this up, I can just tell you that pretty much most of these photos came from a day where we just played outside in the snow. That was Sunday. My sister came over. She's the one who's wearing the orange coat there. So she came to hang out with us. We were doing a virtual concert over a live stream for our favorite band of all time, which is Nickel Creek. So they are playing 2 weekends in a row. Or 2 Sundays in a row, I should say. So she came over this Sunday and we played out in the snow, and then we did the concert at night. And the rest of these photos are just random throughout the week. I've got one of the kids just sitting on my lap, one of Jonah displaying some artwork that he had created for our virtual art class. I've got a picture of my kids sitting up on the counter watching Allie Edwards' latest video on YouTube. They love watching crafty videos with me, and I thought it was so cute, so I took a picture of that. And then the picture of me with my mug was, it was not my Thursday 3 photo. It was one that I considered using as my Thursday 3 photo, but it's just my new favorite mug that I have that says, "Find time for a little sunshine." And then I also have a picture of some birds that visited us out in the trees of our backyard, and the kids were super enthralled with the birds, and so were the cats, or at least the little cat was pretty obsessed with the birds. So once I have all the stickers on there, I did add on some puffy heart stickers and then pretty much called this one done. All right, friends, that completes my week 7 Project Life spread. I love the way that this one came together, and using this kit, how all of those colors kind of had a wintry feel to them, but at the same time were bright and colorful. I think it played really nicely off of the photos and the colors in my photos for this week. If you enjoyed this video, I would love a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see all of my future content coming your way. I will be back again on Friday with my next Story Kit Crush process video, and then also tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live and working on my second day of Day in the Life from 2020. So if you are interested in that project and you want to see how day in the life type of documenting comes together, then make sure to come by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye, friends.